That's it.
Yeah.
We're off, mate. We're
We're
here
off.
again.
Oh, are you scared about digital ID?
Oh,
Has it ruined your week? Ruined mine.
did it ruin your week?
Yeah.
They tried this before though, didn't they? Or
Yeah, yeah.
funnily
Oh, I found
enough.
out something good about Blair as well before. I'll
Well, did
make
you
a note
find
of that
out?
for.
Yeah, so did you find out that Blair was the one to try and bring in ID cards the first time around, and
Yeah.
it got rejected. Like it was obviously people were like, "No, we don't want that to happen." Um, guess who's behind the development of the technology for the new ID cards?
Gordon Brown.
Tony Blair's son.
Ho 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 ho. House very suspicious.
What the fuck, mate? Like, what the fuck? Like,
Very strange, isn't it?
it's
Why would you not give up on that? He's got so much going on.
yeah,
Like
mate.
Tony Blair himself. He's like
Tony
what?
Blair's
He's like
just been
the de
recommended.
facto leader of Europe, and now he wants to be what, the king of Gaza.
Yeah, they're gonna announce him as some sort of like fucking warlord of Israel, where they're like,
Yeah.
you're gonna keep. You know how you've historically kept Arab people and Muslims really well looked after and cared for.
You've really kept your finger on the pulse of the local area,
Are you?
trying to make sure it's stopped.
You are very good at going into fractured lands and really fucking massacring the place further to a molecular
Yeah,
level,
yeah.
breaking things down to its
Tony the
atomic-
Butcher Blair.
It's. I've just got the lick from Benny the Butcher in my head now. The butcher coming, and then the word neither of us especially can't say on a Spotify.
Yeah, yeah. No. Jimmy says it on Patreon. He starts every episode with it.
With the, it's like instead of a la 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 la, I do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Blair's son's behind the ID cards.
Didn't know that.
That's a fucking. His son's got an OBE. How'd you get
See,
that?
I imagine nepotism.
My dad was on the most famous Christmas card ever.
Yeah, yeah. me dad is known all over the world. He's a very loved and adored man by
If you say
those that know to fear him.
if you say my dad's name in certain areas, they'll give you stuff.
Oh yeah, I bet they will.
Stones, bullets,
Yeah, black eyes,
fire.
fractures.
So the ID cards.
Yeah,
So they're reckoning that it's supposed to. Oh, they're appealing to like the get the take Britain back for the British folk. 'Cause they're like, look, it's going to make sure no
Yeah, yeah.
illegals can work. Now, on the surface, for the reform lot and all them buggers, it is going to make it harder for illegal immigrants or illegal migrants or however you want to put it to work. However, it's also going to make it more difficult for you to do fiddle work on the side when you're claiming benefits. So you weigh up your options, lads and lasses, because
hard for moonlighting as well.
yous have got loads of time to be going to these marches that happen on a weekday during the daytime. So I'm assuming yous are on
You work nights.
some sort of fiddle yourselves,
Yeah.
and your fiddle's going to be interrupted by the little fucking shiny holographic card.
Hmm.
Do you reckon there's anything more sinister, Jack? What do you think? Because I know you're going to have a theory behind it that is so left field.
I've got an idea for how they're going to be able to implement it and convince everybody to go for it,
Go on.
like for the younger people, because I don't think they're going to. There's no way you're going to be able to convince the roundabout painters to go for it, because most of them are going to be quite like right leaning, conspiratorial as well. So the idea of going up to them and going, "Got this brilliant idea, you know all your data. Yeah, let us have that and sell it to this tech giant that we won't even name." It just seems
Yeah, but they just don't
that
tell
seems
them
unlikely.
that bit. They don't.
But
tell
they'll
them
know.
No,
because
What happens?
they're into the conspiracies.
Aye, but they're into conspiracies as long as it relates to certain situations.
As long as it blames someone of a different coloured skin.
Exactly. So as long as the overruling or the
So,
overriding
I know what we've got to do. What we've got to do then, Jimmy, is we've got to
personally?
start a conspiracy. Yeah, we've got to start a conspiracy that blames it all on some form of minority of the digital ID cards being bad, because then we get all of them on side. And then they'll realise, we're being played here, and it's all because of them. And then we've got to get in there beforehand, though, to them and be like, look, you're going to have to take one for the team here. This is bad for everybody. Them guys over there that already dislike you, they're going to have a few more choice words, maybe even a new slur for you. Take it on the chin. Don't worry about it.
Who are we gonna? Who's gonna take? Who never takes it on the chin? Who never has to take blame for anything? Who we can pin it on?
Well, I think the Italians are due a go.
All right, they haven't had
Really?
They haven't had it for a long time. In America,
They got a bit of freedom.
They just don't get it here.
Yeah. Well, who else could we got? The Portuguese.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Historically, pretty naughty.
Who does no
Seem
one
to get
hate?
off with it quite lightly.
Who does no one hate?
No one. Oh, the Inuit people.
Inuit Brazilians.
Brazilians.
When you think of Brazilians, you go
Farting
Ronaldinho, farting on cakes.
Yeah.
Mike's, what was the old school fucking Mike's apartment or something like that, which was that was primo our era of internet. It was cake fart era, but it was Mike was running an apartment.
Is that like the MILF Hunter? Do you remember that?
Of
They'd
the
wear that
same era.
cowboy hat thing.
Yes, mate.
Or the not cowboy hat, but the thing with the corks. That's called.
The golden era, where things were, and it wasn't just it wasn't just.
I
shagging,
will come in 30 seconds because that's how long the clip is.
But also, there's a joke in there somewhere. There's always a laugh. People are having a giggle. Oh, is Dick throw a pizza? Fantastic. But this was we've strayed off to Paul. I'm not quite sure where I was going. Oh, the Brazilians, of course.
Yes.
So
Blame the Brazilians.
no one hates them, and I reckon if you go, look, we're gonna have to pin something on you, they'll be like, well, at least people think we're responsible for something and not just like destruction of the Amazon.
Probably a pretty useful group to go for as well, country wise, because didn't they protect? Was it Snopes that they protected? What was his name? He hid there. The leaks guy, one of the guys that did all the big leaks. No, I don't think it was Snowden. I think it was the other fella.
It weren't Mannon, was it Brannon?
I can't remember, but he hid there for fucking ages.
And
he was safe to the point that he could do vlogs there.
Are you not thinking of McAfee and it was Belize?
No, not McAfee.
Oh,
It definitely, there was definitely someone heavily involved in doing all them leaks where they're like the CIA and the NSA might not be what we think they are. And then he just hid in Brazil.
Oh,
and
right.
was vlogging from next to a waterfall being like, I'm here in Brazil. They can't get me here. They'll never find me here. And he's like, I'm sure they probably could if they wanted to. They've got to have a drone missile that's large enough to strike most waterfalls.
I've done the massive, a really in like fucking pinpointed search of WikiLeaks hiding Brazil, and now it's coming up.
Oh.
It weren't Assange, was it? It weren't Assange. No, Assange wasn't never in Brazil.
Maybe, I don't know.
Nah.
I just remember, I'm pretty sure I used to watch the guy's vlogs on BitChute.
Are you sure it wasn't McAfee? Because he was in Belize for a long time.
No.
And he was definitely...
It was in a jungle. It was a proper jungle.
You know, Belize...
And he kept saying, I'm in Brazil.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's what...
Although, hang on.
That's the bit I'm basing it on.
I'm just going to put it out there. Yeah, I was going to say, put it out there. I'm on the run. I've just released a load of documents. I'm doing well at hiding myself to the point where I can post videos and vlogs, confident that they're not going to find us, and then I go and tell them that I'm in Brazil. Yeah. I reckon I'm in Belize.
You could be right. He could have been in a warehouse somewhere in Canada, pretending.
He could have been. Could have been in Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
Doing it above an Indian restaurant with a load of fake plants in.
Yeah. Or just a really zoomed in thing of a lizard vivarium with a little waterfall and that, and then superimposing himself.
Just some mad cunt who comes into B&Q every day, and like they say, the workers have to gather out. Just don't go to the conifer section. Fucking John's there again, man.
He's shouting about it's not shaved here. I'm not shaving it just because you lot do. We don't know what he's on about because he keeps getting his dick out and it's lovely and smooth.
So we're going to blame it on the Brazilians.
But I think what they're going to do to get everyone to accept the digital ID, I think they're going to, because they've just delayed GTA 6 again, which to me feels a little suspicious. It's a slight delay as well for the UK, not for other markets.
Oh, right.
seems a bit suspicious. I think they're going to use GTA 6 to be able to say, look, you can buy GTA 6 only if you present your digital ID. That proves that you're over 18 and you can use the subscription service of PlayStation Network or Xbox, whatever it's called, Xbox Home, is it, or whatever, and go online and use the online features and get the subscription services on these things. You're going to have to present your digital ID. It's not good enough to be able to take a picture of your action man's face to have a wank online anymore. You need a digital ID. So I think they'll use GTA 6 for it as a little tool, which I think people will go for because they're so excited and want GTA 6 so much.
Yeah. Do you reckon that's going to win the... you reckon fucking the roundabout painters are all about GTA 6 as well?
I reckon the kids are.
You need to release, in order to get the balance, because you've got the lads there, and you've got some younger lasses, obviously, will play GTA 6, but what you also need to release is...
Olivia Atwood's fingering 5.
Some
like
sort of X-rated
special
updated
team.
Candy Crush for the women, for the fucking mums that are like they are a large percentage of the March crowd is like fucking estate mums, proper estate. You know the type, thoroughbreds, good folk, honest heart.
Good runners.
They make they'll run for you. You can give them loads of 0.5s. They'll get them sorted for you. Don't you worry. They all run the best tab houses. You get your cheap fagorettes from there. Get your fucking 20 decks of Lamberts. There's always one missing. She's took one out. Not only is she making a killing on the fags, but she's also taking one of each packet out and make her own 20 deck every day.
Oh, what a woman!
What an entrepreneur, a true hustler.
Yeah.
People neglect the council estate mums. You want to fucking talk about like these Andrew Tate lot nowadays about fucking the hustle and the grind and all this shit. Council estate mums have to fucking manage an amphetamine addiction, like cleaning from head to toe constantly, from the house from top to bottom constantly, fucking doing shopping for a family of 6, and
on their own as well.
And running a fucking illegal cigarette operation from via Tenerife,
and a fake gardening business where you never see her lift a finger. She's always gardening, but she's never out quite there.
Never doing out, is she?
Yeah, what is this? Why did you make the leaflets? This has cost you money.
While we're on people who could be blamed for stuff,
yes,
and we've been touching on religion a bit. In the Patreon, we've been talking about the oncoming religious war.
Yeah,
that I think is on the cusp with all the Charlie Kirk shit, all the fucking just the typical stuff. People blaming groups of people, certain people getting stereotyped. Is it a stereotype that people notice? I don't know. I'm just repeating stuff I see on Reddit. But it's coming to a religious war. That's me plan. That's me hope. Not a hope.
What religious symbol would make the best weapon then?
Sikh, by far. It's got swords on it. Yeah, come on.
You could
mate.
turn a crucifix into a gun if you had like a crucifix gun.
You don't have to change the Sikh symbol. The symbol for Sikhism has swords. Ergo wins. Now, I've got a more interesting theory for you.
Go on.
The religious war. Everyone, when you mention religious war, what do you think of?
I think of like Judgment Day, where God comes down and tells us all that we're goats and sheep, and he's like, right, you lads have been goats, so yous get to die on earth. Whereas the sheep, who did everything I said, you're going to come and fight for me in the trenches. That's your reward for being good Catholics. You're going to come and fight as an undead army in the trenches of the Holy War.
Sick.
That's what we had drummed in our heads as kids.
That's mental. I went to a normal school and that didn't happen to me.
I went to a Catholic school and the headmistress would tell us this. Every 3 weeks we'd go on about, she'd tell us about the Holy War, and that Judgment Day and the goats and the sheep, they're separated into different queues, different lines. He's going to drag us up out of our graves.
That's the ark.
The ark.
That's the is that
Noah's
not
Ark?
the ark?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember it being ever associated with Noah's Ark. It was just that you're going to get dug up. You'll be risen out of the ground, your remains. You'll come back to life, but you won't be alive. You'll be dead. and then God's going to tell you, well, Jesus is going to tell you on behalf of God, because even though it's the end of the world and it's dead important for some reason, he's not going to be there.
Well, the CEO can't be around. It's always got to be manager, shift manager.
You think on the big day? Do you know what I mean? He's took every
He's got
day
to
off
deal
in
with
the
the
lead
board
up.
members, man.
He worked the first 6 days and then did fuck all for infinity.
Yeah, but you done a hard job.
He can turn up. He can turn up for when he lock the doors as it ends.
I suppose, yeah.
You know, as he takes us all off to this other realm that was never explained to us, where we will fight in the holy war.
Who are we fighting? Lucifer and shit. I say we.
I don't know.
I say we. Like, we are not going.
Well, the thing is, though, on paper, I would, because I'm a Catholic. All that was really told of us was that you had to be a Catholic.
All you have to do is.
We should do an episode on parables.
Yeah, brilliant.
I'll get old parables that I used to get told. Like the guy. Did you not get told any parables as a kid?
We got told like some, but like because
like the 3 slaves that get given 10 gold coins each.
I can't remember that one. No, but we did a lot of like fables and that as well.
Oh, see, we didn't do fables.
See, I did fables and stuff because we were not about that cross life. And then I went to a Catholic sixth form and decided to study philosophy, which was very much about that cross life.
Yeah, it would be.
But in a way where I got to argue with with Catholics about the existence of God and just watch them get madder, which made me, well, it entertained us to no end. So I just, and like, just from my determination to watch like a teacher crack, I actually became pretty like sort of read
good
up
at
on
debating.
Philosophy and debating.
Yeah.
It was by accident.
I upset an entire class of Catholics at my college when I went to Catholic college because I was explaining to them probably for no reason. We were being made to watch a very small snippet of the Dark Knight, I think, the Joker one.
Yeah.
Where they're about to blow up the boats, basically. Okay. And then she asked us about it. What do you think you would do here if they were all Catholics? And then I started to, for some reason, explain about how my uncle had just died, who was a priest, and he died of brain cancer. And I was like, I don't really believe that God would, it doesn't make sense because that'd be like going and throwing a grenade into Camp Bastion if you're the general being like, oh, there's all my troops, I'll fucking blow them up. And I was just picking a question apart like that. But then when I saw that it made the people in the room uncomfortable to be like, my uncle just died the other day. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Going in like, and he died the other day and his face was kind of blue and pale, and you could sort of see his veins, which I thought was unusual. And it would, though, wouldn't it? It'd be like a general throwing a grenade at his own troops and just watching the people in the class's eyes flitting round the room at each other. And I'm trying not to smile.
Beautiful work.
Oh, lovely time.
Now, back to the religious war.
Yes, go on. Sorry.
When you're thinking of, like, my idea of the religious war, who are you thinking the sides are?
I'm probably going to go like all of the Judo-Christian stuff versus like Shintoists and Buddhists and that.
Right.
Like a proper East versus West.
So
the ones that are from like, would you call them the 5 tribes of, where it's, because the story of like
the Abrahamic
the 5 sons. Yeah. Versus Shintoism, Buddhism, Taoism, things like that.
I really like that you have this almost ideal... Yeah, you do have this idealistic view of the world because you think that the Abrahamic religions would come together on anything, which is... Oh. That's never... I thought, honestly, you were going to say the big 3. Because everyone else, I would almost certainly say, if you asked anyone else on the planet, by yourself, because you're just too pure-hearted. Although you're not, because you think that Buddhists and Taoists would want to go to war against the West.
No.
Yeah, they're
I think they would take part in the holy war. I don't think they'd go to war, but they'd be like, we've got chips in this game here.
Well, this is
We're
touching on my point.
People too.
This is touching on my point.
Very different weaponry. The Abrahamic people, if you like, them religions, they're selling guns and that. Whereas, go on.
We're touching on it. Yes, they've got the swords and they've got all their fucking... They've got basically black and white samurai movie weaponry.
Yeah.
They're going to employ Sun Tzu shit. They're going to
and
employ
billions of Chinese people.
They're going to throw Chinese people. They'll make just towers of Chinese people, like, and just get 26, 25, 26 Chinese people in a trebuchet.
Send in the Chinese.
In a trebuchet and just fucking boom. But no, I like to think, because for a long time I've been thinking it's just going to be the big three. It's going to be Jews, Muslims, and the Christians. It's basically for the Crusades again. But like you've quite rightly pointed out, right? If we're having a holy war, they've got to all be involved. So this has made us think.
Is that scene in Anchorman?
We've got but these
all the different channels are there.
These factions are going to be mad. So you've got you've got the big three, then you've got, like you've touched on, Buddhists, the Taoists, Hindus, Sikhs. Now,
Rastafarians.
The
flying spaghetti monster people.
This is exactly
the Jedi.
So
everyone, the Jedi are clinching it, me.
Yeah. So no,
if they're proper,
you think everyone who is like to this point who is like trying to make fun of religion. So like you say, the flying spaghetti monster lot, fucking my Pastafarian people, and all like your Jedi lot, and everyone else who's trying to make you're in now. You try to make a joke, now you got to back it up. You got to stick to the bit. Now, we're not just talking numbers here. You got to think, what sort of technology and weaponry have they got? Because obviously, Christians, you got that's America, that's the UK, that's Europe. You've got.
As a question, for this, do their superpowers become real though?
No. This is with followers.
Okay.
So this is purely.
No, but if it is the holy war, you've got to imagine that God's flicked the switch.
No.
Everyone's they've got their magical Christian powers.
That's not how it's. No, when I say holy war, I just mean in the sense of it's people defending certain religions or trying to take
it's
power.
It's pawns taking each other on the board.
It's a massive chessboard. Yeah. It's a religious. It's a chessboard of faith and bloodshed, which usually go hand in hand as it happens. But right, Scientology's got a navy. Yeah. Scientology's got a couple big ships.
I bet they've got a weapons facility as well.
Do the Taoists have ships? I don't think so. Also, Scientology.
Don't the Taoists have? Is it the Taoists? Who were the people that the Nazis sort of allegedly colluded with in that mountain? Because that's a pretty safe place to be.
What the fuck are you talking about?
During the Holy War. Do you not remember this? Have you never read about any of that? So there was a group of I was going to loosely Asian monks, basically. I don't know where they were from. Can't remember.
That's fine. We all have the same picture in our heads. Bald head, red robe.
Mount Shilan, is it? Is that right? I can't remember. It's fucking years since I've read about this. But basically, they thought they'd found the entrance to like the hollow earth or whatever you believe is inside the earth. If this is all a crust on a spaceship, then they found the way into the spaceship to stay safe. And these monks have supposedly protected this for generations, like for 1,000, 2,000 years. Potentially it's where the ant people came up from to take the Hopi Indians or whatever away. So it's
right. This is a pretty important door in a mountain that I've never heard of.
Yeah. So if they've got that meat, nip in there. We'll wait this one out. Do you know what I mean? And I imagine very patient people in my imagination.
Yeah, they've literally spent their. Maybe that's why they meditate. Maybe they're all like, look, everyone thinks we're just living this pious life, but what we're really doing, like good and like right in a religious sort of sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Just so like living according to scripture or whatever, and living a good life in accordance with your religion. I believe. So they've actually been training just to hibernate and be like, look, we know at some point the war's coming. Although we all clearly do know kung fu, we're also non-violent people. So we'll just fucking retreat back to the whole mountain, the hollow mountain. We'll go in there for a bit with the people who live below the crust.
So the heart rate's down to 1 beat a year.
Yep, and then we'll just chill. Wait for the nuclear disaster to blow over. Come straight out again. There's no monks in Fallout. You thought there would be in that sense.
Only the children of Atom.
But this is it. But coming back to the point,
in a way.
Who do you think are going to be like the wild cards in the religious wars?
Oh, it's got to be the people that are mad into the Anunnaki heads.
Are they a
Because if
religion?
I would have said so. You believe that these people are your creators, and that they had to be worshipped, otherwise they would kill you, or remove your DNA from the gene pool. So, which it is worse really than killing you, because that's eradicating you from everything, which is a crazy belief. It's set in belief. So if you believe in that, and then you're like, well, their God's turned up, these guys have turned up, Buddha's there. Do you know what I mean? You're like, oh, here comes the Anunnaki in their ship with all their space-age weaponry and their genetic splicing facility. They're all fucked, mate. We're sitting pretty here.
I would like to repeat.
But then you got Xenu, though.
The gods aren't coming.
The gods
It's
aren't
just the people.
It's just, oh.
You got, right? I am still of
Okay,
the belief
okay.
that none
Right,
of these
okay.
things are actually real. So it's just people fighting on behalf of their religion. Otherwise, that just becomes like, yes,
Age of mythologies.
a God Royal, no, but with a modern twist, like a fucking God Royal Rumble sounds mint. Fucking,
Yeah.
you have, well, God's a good place to start.
Yeah.
And then you have,
Oh, let's do a table. Let's do a table. So wait. I'll get
okay.
a sheet of paper. Obviously, there's like one or two.
What, like S tier?
Because we're not mental.
S tier,
No.
A tier.
Well, I was thinking like a tournament.
All right, okay.
So we got. I'll put the page this way.
God.
So let's have. So we got God.
Is Yahweh the Jewish God? Yahweh, something like that, I believe.
Why not? We could have God be Yahweh in the first tier, and then in the second
That's
one.
not
over
the one
here-
I want in the first. I'll be honest.
Nope.
The big fixture you want in the first one is let's decide who
God and
keeps
Xenu.
Israel. Who keeps Israel? Unless no, all right. If we're gonna do this proper tournament and we want to make it interesting, we put Islam and Judaism in opposite brackets and hope they come together in the final.
We could, if you want. This doesn't feel like a Spotify episode if we go that way, though.
It is. I'm sure it's fine.
I don't know, feels a bit ropey, that.
Nah, it's fine. Don't you worry about it. Carry on.
But also, it feels worse to leave them out.
Right, we'll have God versus Xenu, first
Okay.
round, first match. Because what we want to do is we want to thoroughly embarrass Scientology first match, and then Scientology, like, in their other game, if they have another game.
No, it's knockout.
Oh, it's knockout. Even
Just
better.
knockouts.
Even better. They come in because they'll come in with a massive fanfare. They'll hire all the people. They'll bring Tom Cruise, and then we get to watch them get annihilated. And then they start spying on everyone else for the rest of the tournament.
What good would that do?
Because it's just what
They're just
Scientologists do.
spectating.
They just go around and
But
hassle
so-
people for the rest of it. So they'll turn.
So you
They'll buy all
reckon-
the tickets.
You reckon? Well, I'm writing the names of the gods here for some reason.
God
but
versus Xenu.
Yeah, so God beats Xenu.
God smashes
In
Xenu.
in your world, yeah.
Our way, mate. Second match.
Which
all right.
would be.
Interesting.
I'll go to the other side of the table for this match,
All right then.
if you like.
All right, we'll go Jewish God. Again, not sure if it's Yahweh, but we'll go Jewish God. And I wouldn't. Who would suggest they might have bought themselves an easy first round? Don't know how. Maybe through influence. Maybe because they're providing the TV coverage. But you could have Jewish God versus. Let's make it difficult. Money versus power. The Anunnaki.
Oh.
Big match.
But if it's in the way you're describing it, it's down to literal resources, isn't it?
Yeah, and okay, one side has a lot more than the other. But the other side, if they are fighting for the people they believe they're fighting for, stop clicking that fucking pen. If they're fighting for the people they think they're fighting for, they're going to put a lot of effort in. Yeah. Also, I imagine a lot of people who believe in the Anunnaki pretty good with, like, technology. So I imagine...
I
they
don't
can
know. I
some-
imagine a lot of them are just like me, just into stuff. Do you know what I mean? Useless in the world and life.
One of them can at least code. I reckon they might be able to shut down the Iron Dome for a minute. Or if not, we just get rid... That's an easy through for Yahweh.
You think? So you don't think Anunnaki win that?
Will stop smashing that fucking desk about, man.
How am I supposed to write the fucking thing so we can keep a track of this?
I never remember punching paper when I write. I never ever
You
recall punching
have you ever
paper.
seen my handwriting?
Yeah, but
My hand does not leave the page.
right. So we've got Yahweh knocks out the Anunnaki.
Okay.
If we're fighting, oh no, hang on.
What?
It is the gods. This was a
You want the
fucking
god-
whole. This was
this
a
is
whole
the-
god bracket, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So it's
Yeah,
the
so
gods
you-
against
so
each
when
other.
we
I'm
said-
saying the Anunnaki clinch it, mate.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Because they've got the spaceships. Do you know what I mean?
Yahweh wins on pens,
On pens.
on penalties.
Oh,
I
You
reckon. I reckon it goes. Anunnaki get a fucking hefty lead.
aren't a lot of these gods the same guy? Is that are we not going to have complications when we get to there?
No,
No.
they're not. No, they're not.
Okay,
They're different people.
Okay.
They're different people entirely. Now, obviously, some cross over into others, but the Jewish God different from the Christian God. Christian God definitely different from the Muslim God.
Okay.
They're all different gods. I know Jesus is in the Quran, but it's like he's like a side character. He's like
He's not
fucking,
a god either.
He's like
He's
no.
just
He's
God's
a
embodiment as a human.
Yeah. Who else
I
have we
feel
got in
like
the God Squad?
the pantheons should get a shot, maybe at each other. So we'll have the Greek pantheon.
Versus the Roman. Get a fucking rivalry settled, mate.
Well,
That's
I
a
mean,
good. That's a good
yeah,
Germany versus Holland. That's a nice rivalry. That's a fucking pints are getting neck to that. Violence will occur.
I think if that's the case, the Roman pantheon takes it. If we're going purely off violence, because the Romans made a good point of going, these Greek gods, oh, I really like these, but what if they were all, oh, they taste amazing, but what if this could kill more people?
Yeah, but in a sense that like they've just copied. So I reckon if you're copying, you're mimicking. You're never going to have that originality again. If we're going to make like sort of football contrast, it's like when Barcelona first started doing tiki-taka, started doing a lot of like 40, 50, 60 passes around the pitch before an attempt on goal, and then everyone else started doing the same style of football. No one did it as good as Barcelona, because Barcelona had Xavi and Iniesta and like fucking the boys in midfield, Sergio Busquets, and like all them and Messi. Like,
See,
Romans haven't got that. Romans are like
if you
fucking
put it
Crystal
into a
Palace.
different context, though, one that I would understand. Let's say you're playing Pokemon online against people, and you've got a Ditto with holding the right item that can copy the stats and the moves of the guy in front of you, but be faster, so you kill them every time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Greeks.
You going Greeks? I'll go with you. I will go with you.
Jack, that
You-
fucking desk.
Genuinely, it's the book.
No,
It's the book knocking the table.
Be careful. It's so fucking.
I'm
loud.
trying. On the other side, we should have the
Buddha.
there's but what the ancient Egyptian gods?
Oh,
Yeah, they've got to get a shout. We'll
They
put them
do.
on the other side.
they do.
I don't know the collective word for them, but ancient Egypt,
Who can
Sumerian gods.
wait, that's too many. And we've got current gods to deal with. So let's have
Well, ancient Egypt versus the spaghetti monster.
interesting match. Interesting match because I mean, his
Because
nuclear appendages.
they can both cover a lot of ground.
They can. The spaghetti monster has the bonus of hot sauce, which,
Yeah.
as we know, mate, not only does it burn, but it stains. And
It
the
does,
the
it does.
Egyptians, like they're wearing what I imagine is
You don't want to.
fine
You can't
silk.
stain. You stain that feather. It's never weighing the same as your soul.
Yeah, or they're maybe Egyptian cotton, which I
Hmm.
imagine terrible for stains. So I imagine they're gonna play a good they're gonna try and stay away from the spaghetti monster. A nice evasive game. Going to do a lot of passing around the spaghetti monster. Try not to get the spaghetti monster involved. The noodly appendages are going to come out, do some feeling.
They're going to maybe take its meatballs away because that's probably. I imagine the meatballs are like Dragon Balls for the spaghetti monster.
I imagine that's its weakness, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. You get them out of there.
That's it. It's
And
fucked.
if you go and knock on his neighbour's door as well, the fucking the garlic breadman, and you get him involved, oh, he's
game
not
over.
happy. They've been annoyed at each other for years.
They've
like,
been
both
fuming.
encroaching on each other's property, moving the fence a few inches, and he'd be like, "Hey, I know what you're up to, garlic breadman," and he's like, "What you gonna do, spaghetti monster?" And then spaghetti monster, builds an extension without planning permission. Garlic breadman's reporting him to the local,
Meanwhile,
council.
Parmesan Man has just stolen both their bins.
Parmesan man. Parma man. It's just a massive Serrano ham.
Right, who's Buddha got?
Buddha.
Buddha, Ganesh.
Oh, we're splitting. I think we're going to be here for a very long time if we take apart all of the various.
No, we're not taking apart. We're just.
No, I'm not saying we're
representing a god.
decapitating the gods. I
Yeah,
mean,
you can't say that.
just-
You can't
just
say
one.
that. Especially about the next one.
Choosing, but if we're just choosing one god for each, why have we had the pantheons?
Because you started doing that, Jack, and I just let you go with it. All
Right.
right, but if you want,
But then
if you
we're
want
picking
Buddha,
out Ganesh
if
specifically.
you want Buddha to take on all the Hindu gods,
I do.
all right, that's fine.
Yeah,
'Cause
why not?
I think he can do it. Again, Hindu gods, not only do they have gods with multiple arms, difficult. That is difficult to deal with. In hindsight, maybe should have put multiple arms against Spaghetti Monster, but it's fine. We've fucked that. Buddha knows Kung Fu.
Does he?
Obviously.
Oh,
It's from the right area. He's got to know some martial art. Also,
I feel like you're slowly making this into a Patreon.
no,
No?
absolutely
Okay.
fine. Now,
Fantastic.
Now let's make it into a Patreon. Who's Allah fighting?
I think doesn't he get through on points already?
No,
He doesn't have to fight.
no, that's not fair. That's not equal.
Ah. Well, I wouldn't like to say.
Pick a god.
Who's left? What's the Rastafarian god?
Well, it's
Do they
God,
have a god?
but
Oh,
they praise the former Ethiopian leader Haile Gabri Selassie.
is that true?
Selassie, that's why they say that shit. Yeah, because he was
okay.
he
Big
called,
into his 13-month calendars.
he was big
So
into
does Jamaica use a 13-month calendar then as well?
No, you got Rastafarianism isn't like the sort of national religion of Jamaica. I believe it's Christianity, but Rastafarian's like a subsect, and it's like for die-hard fucking followers. But yeah, they believe God, they praised God, but
Should we add John McClane into this just to spice things up?
John McClane.
You just said, because you said die-hard followers. I like the idea we chuck John McClane in.
He's not going to do well, mate. He's got fucking Parkinson's. He's dead first round. He can't even pick. Let's be honest. His favourite weapon, gun, can't pick it up. Certainly can't fucking aim
But he
it.
could fire it very quickly, though.
He could rapid fire. This isn't. We've had to take auto fire off. There's no need. Don't you worry.
He has got this sussed.
Yeah, he's gonna.
We've already shoved him in the vents.
Now he's just got to fucking jitter his way along. He'll just vibrate along like a dildo, or fall out the end, and then that 45 will be off like an Uzi, mate. All right, so we've got a bracket there. England's gonna knock out Zenu. Allah is gonna fight. Who's he gonna fight again?
We didn't figure that out.
We didn't figure that out. He's going to fight Haile Gabri Selassie. That's an interesting one. He's going to fight the dead former
I don't know how
Ethiopian
to spell
leader.
that.
Haile Selassie. You don't have to do that. Haile Selassie. You're going to fight him.
Yeah.
Anunnaki have knocked out the Jews.
Okay.
That's an incredible fucking feat. Zenu's out. The Jews are out.
Yep.
We've taken out Yahweh. Anunnaki have taken out Yahweh. The Greeks are through.
The Greeks are through. Ancient Egyptian gods are through.
Ancient Egyptian gods are through. Buddha was fighting who? Buddha's fighting the Hindu.
The Hindu gods.
Buddha's smashing that.
Okay.
He's got too much martial arts knowledge, too much patience. You can't an elephant with too many arms is just a hazard in a ring, to be honest.
Not good for the floor.
Nah. And then Allah beats Haile Selassie.
Okay.
Yeah. The Rastas are disappointed in that one. They're angry. They're fuming.
Right, this has
God.
left us with an unusual table now.
Right.
So, because now we've got 3 versus 3. So how do we go about this then? I suppose what we do is we put okay. So they'll go against each other. These will go against each other, and these will go against each other.
And then we have a 3-way fight at the end.
Yeah, basically, this is the worst tournament going.
No, this is class.
So, what I've got is the Anunnaki versus the ancient Egyptian gods.
Oh, now
who some would argue are the same.
I was about to say
almost.
that is that's a conspiracy nuts wet dream.
Yeah, because you've got the OGs,
what we've
the
just
Anunnaki.
done there. What we've just done there is created an Ancient Aliens episode. This is why have we not? In fact, let's stop this episode. Take this idea to the History Channel, where we could actually probably come up with this as a fucking 6-part series on Netflix. Pick it up, and we can have, instead of celebrity deathmatch, we have deity deathmatch.
Yeah.
That's a sick idea.
Double D.
Double D death. Yeah. So right, who's fighting each other first?
Well, we'll go Anunnaki and ancient Egypt.
Okay. How do you think this plays out?
I think Osiris is he's in bits basically after the first fight. They've chopped him up. So they've got to stick. I think we should make them stick somewhat to their lore that we know of them.
Ra's.
So
he's going to use the sun.
Ra's chasing after the Anunnaki that have been killed in the last war.
I'm the fucking.
It's not on purpose. It's because they've got so much shit on this table.
Just don't touch the table, Jack.
It's because I move my hands. I gestate or whatever it's called as I talk.
Handcuffs for the next episode, I reckon.
It's just changed. I normally sit here with my hands behind the chair, but because I've got to write things. Right, so the Ra will be fucking chasing any of the dead Anunnaki from the last match, because a couple have lost a couple guys. He's got to chase them into the underworld, maybe team up with Set, take them down, drown them in Set's fucking underworld.
Yep, okay.
But maybe Isis could be doing a bit of fighting there, but
Isis
I reckon
really good at fighting.
Enki and Enlil don't like each other, so maybe is there like a trick? Who was the trickster, the ancient Egyptian trickster god? I can't remember his name, but there was one. He could be. Well, we didn't put the Norse gods in, but we could put the. I'm quite enjoying talking about all different gods, mate. So the trickster god then could trick Enki and Enlil into killing each other, which would even the playing field, because then you've got rid of the war genius and you've got rid of the scientific, you've got rid of the scientific mind.
You've got to think
humanitarian.
They would be into. They're not above trickery, the Anunnaki. You've got to think the first match, Anunnaki versus Yahweh. That's a lot of trickery going on. So they've already got rid of what you could say, if it was like a battle of fight IQs, they've already knocked out the favourite in that case by beating Yahweh in the first round. Because there's an entire religion that's about bending the rules their own God gave them and getting away with it if they can. So that's fight IQ right there. And the Anunnaki, I mean, the enslaved
can create monsters.
Can create
their own monsters. They can give them a conscience and then enslave them.
They've ruled galaxies. They've destroyed worlds. They're up to some shithousery. They're not above a double-footed challenge.
No.
And
naughty boys.
They'll stamp on your bollocks after.
Yeah.
So I reckon Anunnaki probably take out the Egyptian gods. I reckon it's a bad one. It's a painful one for tradition. Like you've got this the new wave coming through, or you could say the superiorly ancient age. But
what if we say the Anunnaki get through, but with casualties?
Yeah, they lose a couple of ships, but we don't know
because
how many ships they have to start off.
We're going to have to sort of Dungeons and Dragons this as we go, a kind of thing, and give them buffs and debuffs. Because if we're having a 3-tier death match at the end.
We could have everyone healthy for the final. We might have a week break.
let's say the Anunnaki have got casualties, but they've taken on Anubis's army of death.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, why not?
Jack has found his calling as a dungeon master.
I'd fucking think I'd be minted it, mate.
Mate, we a truth-seeking dungeons and that.
I've wanted to do it for ages.
That is something that
unfortunately, the guillotine. Here Comes the Guillotine did a Dungeons and Dragons thing recently, with like Frankie Boyle and Christopher MacArthur Boyd playing it. But I think we could
smash
it would
that,
be
mate.
great.
We'd do a
Like
much better
comedians doing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep, amazing.
Would be a hell of a series. You've just got to be able to get them all to sit still for 6 hours.
To do Valium, fucking booze.
Yeah, Well, that could be your job.
Yeah. Sound.
Yeah.
I still want to be dungeon master. Yeah, you get them to roll the dice. I give them the applicable substance. It'd be like,
yeah.
Your next one, you're going into battle. Here's a strike.
Yeah.
Here's a fucking strike, lad. You're going to need a line for this. You're going into battle. You're going to
walking round like one of them, like them Japanese maids.
Yeah.
With a little briefcase, tiny little briefcase, about 6 inches by 12 inches, kind of thing. You just walk round with that and open it up.
Little medicine geisha.
Just this for you. Yeah.
Come here to my little box of tricks to go into battle. So, the Anunnaki have gone through with injuries. Next battle.
That would be, according to this, Buddha and Allah. Now, I've got to be honest, I don't know too much about Buddha or Allah. I don't know where they stand like in a fighting sense. You're telling me that Buddha's got all these kung fu skills. So is this just going to be a fist fight between these?
Well, this is a sticky one. They've also fought before.
Yeah.
There's been some notable...
But was Selassie putting up much of a fight?
Mate, Selassie was out there in his khaki suit, man.
Just some ex-president looking round, being like, "Fuck me, I'm out of my depth here." He looks like fucking.
He looks to his left. Xenu's just been battled by God. Xenu,
ethereal beings the size of a universe, just looming over, being like, "I'm gonna fucking have you." He's just looking up from Earth, going like, "I don't know what to do here." Why did people worship me? What's happened here?
Selassie, I reckon he did put up a fight. I reckon he had a good old scrap. He put it in there for him. But
okay.
Allah versus Buddha's that's a highly contested battle because obviously we don't know what the fuck Allah looks like.
No,
formless. You can't. I know we're not meant to draw. We can't even draw his like understudy. So we certainly can't begin to draw.
No, and we're not going to try and imagine what he looks like either.
Too late.
Oh.
Too late. Interesting. He's ginger in my head. It's weird. And Buddha is thing is he's gonna play on the back foot. He's gonna try and counter. He knows that historically Allah has thrown everything at his battles. Like whenever there's been a battle, he's like, all my soldiers should stand up. Let's all fucking form like Voltron and start attacking these folk. And he's not gonna want to like basically fucking go charging at them like two bulls at each other. He's gonna want to sit back a bit. He's gonna want to duck, weave. He's gonna try and tire Allah out. Now after that, do you reckon he can win? What do you reckon Allah brings?
I don't know. Honestly, I've got no idea. I'm not even just trying to get out of it. I don't. I'm not familiar with his.
He's the all-powerful one.
What? Is Buddha all-powerful?
I mean, what I reckon is like Allah's like Tyson. Like he's gonna be throwing thunderous shots, relentless. He's like, I'm gonna make you. Although like. Fuck you! I'm gonna make you pay for everything you try to do for trying to remove me from this competition and remove my people. And Allah's and Buddha's gonna be like Ali, Gonna be fucking rope-a-dope.
What if that wasn't the consequence of this though? What if it wasn't like a Mortal Kombat situation and
it is.
all their people are wiped out? What if it's just something that they'd started to do every year
Like
for
a
the
tournament.
just
to keep each other busy because they've not been doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for a bit of ad revenue as well, and merch and that.
All right.
Great way to get people reinvested in religion as well.
Buddha's gonna
Big
catch.
shift from your original holy war idea, but
Buddha's gonna catch a fucking overhand. And he's gonna get sparked. He's gonna get too flashy. He's gonna
Buddha's
halfway
out.
through. He's gonna be like, "I'm enlightened to bits. I'm having a great time. I'm fucking. I can see all these punches coming." And then
throw in the towel, Buddha. Throw in the towel. No, I'm not into material goods.
no, I don't want that. No, a simple
No,
robe
no.
will suffice, thank you. I'm gonna go and sit in this dark cave for 3,000 years. And afterwards, that's what he does. He doesn't go on the tour. He doesn't do like workman's clubs where he speaks about his fight career. He just goes in the cave and you don't hear about him. Now, God versus
The Greek pantheon.
the Greek pantheon. That's a fucking setup, that, innit?
yeah, it is, isn't it?
That's a setup,
got-
that.
And it's one fella versus basically what? How many is it? Should we say a dozen-ish, give or take, representatives of that one fella, kind of.
Who are all murderous bastards, treacherous, fucking
Who all hate each other.
rapists, fucking eating their own
Yeah,
kids. And God, although in the past,
They fucked. I think one of them fucks their own child
yeah, man.
so that they can birth the thing that will kill their nemesis.
Yep, that sounds Greek to me. Sounds pretty fucking Greek. Sounds like it was written by a bunch of people who indulge in anal sex with each other as a pastime between bouts of talking about politics and basically inventing philosophy.
That's a mad way to describe philosophy being born.
It literally was born.
The idea that you've just come and you're like, so what do you think about?
It's post-nut clarity. That is literally philosophy came from the specific post-nut clarity that can only be achieved from fucking a prepubescent boy with the support of everyone else in the room.
With the support of everyone else in the room.
Yeah, what I mean by that is it was like an understood custom, wasn't it? Like, and it weren't like you had your wife, and she was for having a family and all that, but then you had your boy, who
Your
was
lad.
like, and like, what I like is that the Greeks sort of, to a degree, got over that. The Afghans haven't. They're just finding that. So like that's where they're at in the sort of development stage. We'll tune in later on to see how they get along. The Greeks pag a god. Sorry, mate, but like it's a fucking. They have special. Like it's not God is God's a well-rounded fighter, right?
But you've got him. He's also omnipotent, omniscient. He's all seeing, all knowing, all powerful.
Yeah. So, but there's still only one. He's still one pair of mythical hands at the end of the day. And he's a well-rounded fighter. So like he's got a bit of stand-up. He can box a bit. He can kick a bit. He can wrestle a bit.
He's got a good 5 minutes on him. He's got a bit of stand-up. He's
a journeyman. He's a journeyman. He can tussle with the best of them. But what he hasn't got, he's not a specialist in any area. Whereas that is exactly.
But what if he can rip the rib out of Zeus and clone him into a female Zeus?
Oh, that's worse. As if
'Cause he could
Zeus
do
wasn't
that.
bad enough.
Yeah.
Doing
Zeus
all the
too.
raping and murdering and eating his kids and whatever else he got up to. And not only that, but he fucking
Now he's
bleeds
a woman.
7 days a month. That's a fucking nightmare. The Greeks smash God. That's it. So we got
Okay.
in the
So
final.
the Greeks.
It's Allah versus the Anunnaki versus the Greeks.
But we didn't give them buffs and debuffs.
Right. Okay. So Allah has because he's gained a bit of enlightenment from
His
from Buddha.
extra experience.
Yeah, he's gained some ringcraft. He knocked him out.
Ringcraft.
Yeah, man. That's what it's
What's
called.
ringcraft to me?
Ringcraft is like it's exactly that. It's how you control the ring. It's how you It's how you
Oh,
your
like
skill
in a
set.
fighting sense. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
you
yeah.
meant like he can make jewellery.
Yeah,
I
he's
thought,
now
what? Why is
now
he's battered Buddha and now he's like, yeah,
the
fuck your
rings. It's the fucking
anti-materialist
rings, isn't it?
views.
I want to become a
Okay.
jeweler. Well, he's become the thing he hates, the jewelers. So you got Allah gained a bit of enlightenment, but he's tired. Yeah, Buddha's patient, dragged it out. It's took on a long time. The Greeks have lost Zeus
Oh.
because God,
But though, I imagine a lot of them there breathing a sigh of relief.
they're happy.
That could be a bit of morale, bit of a morale boost.
So it's the
So
equivalent.
should we give the Greeks a morale boost?
Yeah, they're happier.
Yeah.
They've lost the main man. They've lost Tony Soprano, but they have gained just a pep in their step. They're moving a bit quicker. The Anunnaki, we don't know how many they started with.
No,
There's
but
no
they have
number.
had some casualties.
They've had some casualties, which again, what does that mean?
Maybe instead of casualties, their genetic splicing facility's broken, so they can't make more troops.
Okay, so now they just have a finite number of troops,
Yeah.
and their troops nowhere near as powerful as respective gods, but there's still
But
a
they
good
have-
amount of them.
And they've taken on Anubis's army of the dead.
Okay, so
As a
they've
plus.
padded that out with a lot of bodies.
Yeah. But
And
they're
it-
not used to how they fight. They don't quite know like their capabilities and how to use them. There's just a bit of cannon fodder for them, I suppose.
All right, classic three-way scenario. Which two team up to take the other one out?
I reckon you've got to put maybe the Anunnaki and Allah going together to take out the Greeks.
Is it? That's not what I would have gone for.
Would you not? I just because no real reason other than like the Greeks pose quite a threat, don't they? Because they're always warring with each other like properly, and they're actual gods that go to war with each other regularly. So if they're working together, get rid of them first.
All right.
I was thinking.
I would have thought that both groups would have teamed up to take out the individual. Because my thinking, there's two teams, and it's taken them as teams to get this far. That's one mush.
Yeah, so you team up with the guy who's done it on his own.
I don't.
Because
what I know,
as a rule, let's introduce a rule then. No one's aware of who the other ones have fought,
yeah, but it don't matter.
but you're only aware who's not there.
You don't.
So
It
you're like,
doesn't
"Ooh."
matter because that single man has possibly fought teams of people beforehand. Even if yous have both fought teams of people beforehand, it's still been more spread out on like a 1v1 basis. Yeah? I'm taking out the one mush that's come through on his own. Also, his following, pretty strong. They back their boy. Very few others, like... The fuck is that sound going off in the background? You got someone drilling into your house.
Some people have horrible cars here.
Someone tunneling
Just
under...
there's things that shouldn't drive. Considering that all of where I live is a hill,
Yeah.
I don't get why they buy cars that can't go up hills.
Fantastic. I reckon, yeah, they team up and take Allah out because they just they know, they've heard things about him. People shout his name all the time. People don't shout the Anunnaki's name often, or the Greek gods. It's not like an exclamation. They don't fucking... There's no Insha Zeus, you know?
So he's kind of more threatening in some ways.
Exactly. He
to them
poses a
as
threat
like
by himself.
Yeah, in this tournament.
So Allah's out. They've killed Allah. Peace be upon him. Yeah. Now we're down to the ultimate clash. I didn't think this is a mad tournament. This is like
It'd be a hell of a film series, wouldn't it? This
insane. So we've come to the Anunnaki versus Greek gods. What's your play?
I think the Anunnaki would have to test what the Greek gods are capable of.
Yep.
Because the Greek gods were around when the Anunnaki definitely weren't. If you like, because the Anunnaki are almost Mesopotamian and Sumerian gods as well, and kind of like the ancient Egyptian gods. But then the Greek gods are nothing like any of them.
Yeah.
The Greek gods are people with magical powers, basically.
Essentially, yeah, they got and a really good postman.
Yeah, hell of a postman.
Mint, like what I like about that. Why have we come this far without mentioning that the Greeks worshipped a postman?
You should worship your postman.
And then
Everyone should be nice to the postman.
the worst delivery company in the fucking world decided to name
Yeah.
themselves after the postman.
I know. I imagine how pissed off he was.
Yeah, you should never insult Parcel Force like that. The great
No,
god
no.
Parcel Force was a fucking hero, and we should
All
put
hail
more respect.
DPD.
Yeah.
Duppet. All
so-
hail Duppet.
So, Zeus is dead. We've still got
Yes.
Hera, Queen of the Gods.
Yeah.
She's in. She's
Pretty
gonna,
ruthless, her. She was like a warrior.
Yeah,
like a
so
warrior
she's now
queen.
taken over matriarch, warrior queen. She's like Boudicca, Boudica, however the fuck you want to say it. She's like Griselda Blanca, the fucking drug cartel lassie. Yeah, the fucking cocaine cowboys woman. She's ruthless. She's not giving a fuck, and still under her control. Poseidon fucking up with earthquakes, god of the sea, and horses, which is a mad one. Mad how they threw horses in there.
But they got sea horses though, haven't they?
That
Be mad if it is just sea horses.
Yeah, there's no it doesn't specify that he's god of seahorses.
He's a god of the sea and horses.
He looks down at seahorses and goes, "Nah, yous don't belong here. Whoever the fuck put this in
You
as a
don't
joke."
get to have sex normally.
Yeah.
You impregnate him.
We've still got like Athena's about.
Athena's a warrior as well.
Wisdom.
Yeah,
She's
this is-
like strategic warfare boss. So basically they are the brains. They've got squad leaders for everything. Whereas I imagine the Anunnaki are sort of like I don't know, like BlackRock or something like that, and they're like a security force where it's just a load of like
No, not at all. They're a group of insane scientists, basically. Because
yeah.
you've got to
No,
imagine
no.
the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki
gods
have come
are-
with Anu as well.
the god bits are, but like they're basically throwing their fighting forces.
Yeah, but the Anunnaki are made up of. So you've got Anu, and then you've got his sons Enki and Enlil, and then they're like the big boys basically. But they always have to answer back to Anu, and Anu's like the boy. He's like who would you call him? He's Breaking Bad. He's Gus, basically.
Right, okay.
And Anu is like the big guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy to be. And then Enki, I think it's Enki, would be like Mike. He's like his enforcer.
Right.
And then Enlil was the guy who's a bit like Walter. He'll look after Jesse, but he will do bad shit, and he will make a race of hybridized giant people that he can shag whenever he wants. That's his crystal meth. But he'll look after them, and he wants the best for them.
I love how there's all like same with Jacob. There's always one mad god who's up to some mad shit. We don't. That's one thing. Maybe that's why I wasn't religious as a kid, because we didn't have any. The gods weren't interesting. There was one. He was boring. He was all loving. He was just always about. Oh, he's just here. He's always been here.
Do you reckon
And
that's
that's
what
it.
they're getting at in the Matrix? Where it's like, oh, we've been here before. We gave you everything. We gave you love and peace, and you hated it. Whereas if you give them a god that's scary, they'll be sadder
I mean,
and they'll accept life more.
well, there's an argument that that's fucking literally the case, and that sort of the sects that pray to sort of prefer Old Testament God tend to stick around and stick together a lot more than those that believe and pray to the more New Testament God, who's forgiving and lets you just practice things your own way. Now imagine doing that in some of the other religions, the die-hard religions, where they were just like, oh, can I just practice this my own way? No. No, you'll fall in line like everyone else or be smited for eternity, and we'll all hate you while you're on this mortal plane as well. So, yeah, you could argue that like the harsher, the more likely people are to follow because of the implication.
The Anunnaki have terraforming technology as well, and they can suck the atmosphere out of it.
Yeah, but Poseidon can cause earthquakes. So, like, if you're going to fuck with the earth, I'm just going to shake that bitch up. What are you going to do about it? This is a difficult one.
It is.
So
It's science versus myth, isn't it? Really, what you've got here is history versus myth.
That's a very yeah. I like how you've tried to legitimize one side there by saying their history, and it's not myth versus bollocks. Myth, because what is bollocks but a myth that's not old enough yet?
Yeah, exactly.
That is the only difference between conspiracy bollocks and myth. Is in years to come, an Anunnaki will be mythical.
Yeah,
If enough people follow it.
If you just call them the Mesopotamian gods, then they are mythical.
But I'm sorry, Greek gods are Barcelona 2003, 2004 season. Ronaldinho, Eto'o, Xavi, Iniesta. They're gonna smash the Anunnaki up. You can chuck your undead army. You can chuck your fucking troops. You're fucking with that pen again. And they're gonna fuck it up. The messenger's gonna be about posting letters. Fucking Athena's gonna be out there plotting moves. Poseidon's gonna be literally shaking things up a bit, hitting them with a wave every now and again. Yeah. Making it really hard for the army of the dead to walk anywhere because you got to walk underwater.
Hades as well. Hades could probably fuck with the army of the dead and just be like, "What are you doing out of there? Get back in here."
Yeah, just why don't lads?
And you've got the Titans as well. You could release the Titans. There's all sorts.
Titans, god?
Really.
Are they really gods though?
Well, in the same way that the Anunnaki have their powers, the genetic splicing, so the gods would have the Titans that kind of created Earth as we know it. So they just release them and just be like, do your thing.
So what we've come to here,
smash up the place,
is we've come so far from the initial idea I had, which was let's have all the folk fight each other. And may I say we've gone to a much less problematic tangent. We've essentially Greek gods, best gods.
In a combat situation.
In a combat situation, Greek gods, best gods. I'm happy with that.
Good, lovely,
fantastic. We got 10 minutes to kill. What do you want to talk about now?
Oh well. Well, do you want a bit of snake news, or would you like some more of my worries?
Well, we've got both. Let's have snake news and then some worries.
So, 2 men robbed $400 of CBD oil from a petrol station in America.
Stupid idea for a start. Fucking see. Have we not got over that now? And no one is. It's not. Are people still on about CBD?
That's what they robbed.
Isn't weed fucking legal in America? What you doing? That's like having proper orange juice on tap and then going to steal Robinsons.
Yeah.
Okay. Carry on.
Do you know how they did it? They went in a petrol station or truck stop, as Americans call it, with a couple of pythons. Started waving them about the place and slapping them on the counter, being like, "These are what were the words? The snake is a weapon, you know." Kept saying that to the staff.
Hey mate, the snake's a fucking weapon.
Hey, he don't know anything. He's alright.
Hey mate, give us all your fucking CBD, mate. Oh, I'm gonna fucking. He's loading the snake like a shotgun.
Trying to make it throw up on him.
Yeah,
just wanking off this snake's neck.
Show it your
it's
fangs.
Gonna spew. It's gonna have you.
Show it your fangs. Show you the fangs. Get your fangs out for it, man.
Coil him now.
Did it? So it worked.
Yeah. I think they got arrested. And the weird thing is, one of the guys has done it before
with the same snake.
Not sure if it's the same snake, but with a snake again with a python.
Do those snakes get taken into evidence?
Don't know. Not sure what they'd do with them.
Surely it's
put them down.
Surely it's an exhibit. What? No. Now, if a dog bites a child or something, or like a dog bites someone in an attack, they're going to put it down. But that snake, did it bite anyone?
No, but it was waved around in a guy's face.
Right.
Pretty intimidating, that. If you were walking down the street and someone waved a snake in your face, you'd be like, "Hey."
I'd be intimidated, but that's not a cause to... Like, again, if I was walking down the street and someone picked up a human, let's say a small person, and waved that in my face, I'd be taken aback, shocked, a little surprised. I wouldn't say oh, you know how you've just done that? Put that human down. Kill the human. Terminate that
kill
human that you just shoved
Yeah.
in my face. So I don't think you can't do that with a snake, surely.
Life starts at 4 foot. Kill him.
Yeah. I'm sorry, mate, but if it's not tall enough to ride roller coaster, put it down. Just put it down.
If it looks silly in a top hat, kill it.
But quite clever from the fucking thieves, really, because that's not assault with a deadly weapon. What I reckon
It's
is
assault with a weapon, though, because they've declared it a weapon. In the same way as
that
in
is-
England, there's a law in England where, let's say you go in and you make out you've got a weapon. So you can say in the UK,
that's the same
in
over
a shop,
here. That's the same in most places. Yeah.
Is it?
Because if
I've
you
got
say
a
you've got a
weapon.
gun, it's assault with a deadly weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because but the other person believes that that's
The
what
threat.
you've got. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, yeah. So they've made, if anything, they've made their crime much worse.
With the
'Cause they
tagline.
could, yeah, by giving the slogan.
And I would say, I'd go as far to say, you've thought this plan out. You've gone, right, I've checked the law here.
I need a snake.
I've checked this law. And there's nothing to say that a snake is regarded as a weapon. So I can't be arrested for armed robbery if I do this.
And
so
then
you've
one
gone
of
that
them's-
far. And then one of
I
them,
like
and
the
then
idea
afterwards
that
when
one
they've
of
walked
them's
in,
then doing this.
one of them's walked in.
Flew a book and being like, oh, it says here though, if we've got 3, they can have us if we've got 3.
Right, we'll take 2. But
Yeah,
then they've
2
gone in,
will do.
and in the heat of the moment, they're like, we're on the cusp of pulling off the perfect crime. One of them's gone, I need a line to be remembered by here. And they've gone, this snake is a weapon. And the other one's gone, fuck's sake, Frank, man.
Oh, why did you say me name?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Frank. You weren't
They
supposed
start
to do
turning the snakes on each other, shouting each other's names. Frank, James! Frank, James!
that. Brilliant from them, to be fair. Ingenious.
I
lads.
just like that it had happened before. There's local news. Jimmy's local news.
Local
we
to me.
need stings. Stings would be amazing in this, but
Yeah.
yeah. Jimmy's local news. Heathrow mass hysteria shut down Terminal 4. Did you know about this?
No, it's the other side of London, and Heathrow's not really even London.
Or is Gatwick your end then?
No, mine's London City Airport.
Oh,
They're both
I just
like
knew,
miles
I
away.
knew there was an airport.
Yeah, it's
not
London
that
City.
local then. And besides, one of these things happened near Venice, but it,
Oh, that's
it
local,
linked to
yeah.
Gatwick Airport, so I thought that's London. So in my eyes, that's London.
Do you want to tell the news then, or just?
Yeah. On the 8th of September, a mysterious illness took down 20 people in Heathrow Airport. And for 3.5 hours, they had to shut down the entire terminal because they thought there was some form of attack happening, some mad thing. This is according to the BBC. And then it turns out there's no trace of hazardous materials. And for some reason, 20 people just believed they were on death's door, all at the same time, which I think is very suspicious, really.
It's
Little
the average
microwave weaponry or something.
average fucking time in an airport, to be honest. Unless you're in there sinking pints at 6 a.m. and getting fully bevied before your flight, so you feel sound. Any other time you spend in an airport does feel like you're fucking awaiting like a terminal illness diagnosis.
I suppose. But what makes it weirder is it's happened already within 12 months from Gatwick to Egypt. Loads of people on the plane started to say they feel unwell, and they couldn't quite describe. That's what's weird about it. They couldn't describe how they felt unwell. They just felt unwell. They couldn't put a finger on it, and it got the passengers and it got the crew. And then all the crew started panicking as well, called it in and had to land the plane in Venice. And then they were greeted by people in hazmat suits that
So like
raided the
almost
plane.
like vicarious illness or fucking like,
yeah.
Which
Well, it's mass hysteria, they call
yeah, I
it.
was about to say it's mass hysteria, which could be so simple as like, oh, planes have been dropping out the sky a lot. I've got a bit of anxiety before my flight, and then that's just gone shoo, and spread amongst everyone.
Maybe,
it's a good
but it'd be
idea
a
of
great
that.
place to have a microwave or radio frequencies, and then they can just turn it off and be like, yeah, that worked. But just tell
Probably
everyone
wouldn't
it was
be because
nothing.
it would probably interfere with planes getting into the sky. I would imagine that they'd want as few signals interfering with planes as possible.
Nah, because what if you could make a signal that you could put inside of a plane, like say inside of like an Airbus or something with a lot of people in, and then you can make all of them people go mental in there. Keep the pilots safe, locked in the front, away
You
from
can
the signal.
just fucking take away
Send-
the Buffy cart.
They all go mental, like
Take away the Buffy cart.
zombified madness, and then as
Lock
soon as
the
they
door.
open the plane at the other end, they run out, go mental, and attack.
again, just fucking play that Jet 2 Holidays fucking bit. Play that
Over and
clip
over.
just on the entire flight and watch people come off there wanting to commit like a Jonestown-sized massacre.
You seem like you're not as impressed by this. I thought you'd be like, oh yeah.
I mean,
they're
it's
trying to
just-
fucking experiment on people.
Yeah, I don't think again, that's not the place to experiment. An airport, you can't have your phones on. Like, you're not allowed.
You can now. I think people use their phones on planes, don't
Yeah,
they?
you can once it's in the air and it's connected to fucking Wi-Fi or whatever. But there's all these issues of like with waves and like frequencies and shit like that around aircraft equipment. So I would imagine they want as few things interfering with that sort of area as possible. What I will say, airport food's shite, and they may have all been dying from the most expensive McDonald's you'll ever fucking eat. £5.60 for a Greg's chicken slice or something like that.
A £16 Whopper.
To end, at least a tiny bit. Go on.
We can move over to India very quickly.
I'd love to end in India.
How long
It's
do we
where
have? We've got a couple of minutes.
where all the best things end.
So Tripura in India,
I hope you've done that right.
they've been suffering from something called Koro. Do you know what Koro is?
Not a fucking clue.
Have a guess. We've got a few minutes to kill. Have a guess of what Koro could be.
Explosive shit.
Oh, kind of the right area. It's the panic that men's penises are shrinking and retracting into their bodies. And it's a widespread thing when it happens. And
So
it kills
everyone-
people.
Is that not a load of people? Because India, they like a rave. Don't know if you've ever seen those trucks that drive about with the sound systems on in India and they're all following it,
No,
playing
I've never
trance and
seen
shit. Yeah, they love a rave. I imagine there's some pills taken in India. Maybe it's everyone's just got pilly willy.
Well, you say that, but I don't think that they're going to then take safety pins and start attaching their own dicks to their thighs
What?
to stop it from
To
retracting.
stop it from shrinking up into there.
Yeah, to stop it from getting sucked into their body. Yeah.
Oh, well, for a
And
start,
other
I'm glad.
things as well, like weighing it down and tying things around it so that it can't be sucked into the body. And there's reports as well that it affects women and makes women's tits suck back into their body.
That would be really funny to watch.
Causes severe pain.
Now I
apparently.
wish the women's tits grew and shrank like dicks did.
Oh, at least you'd know you were doing a good job, though.
Yeah,
eh?
that'd be so funny to watch as well. Yeah, if you're chatting up a lass and then her tits are getting big, you're like, I
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
this is
I'm
going
in
well.
here.
And
Yeah,
then-
or even when you're in bed with her and you're like, oh, where are they going? Oh, well, I'm enjoying myself innit? I'm just going to carry on. Bollocks to it.
Not tonight, and then they just go inside and be like, oh, fuck.
You're a right trooper, love, for putting up with this. I know you're not into it.
What I will say is if that did happen, there'd be no need for those young Greek boys in the Greek times.
No, because you could fuck the tit hole.
You just got to just get rid of the tits altogether and they just go flat and it's like a prepubescent child anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I suppose. Well, this happened in another part of India. We've still got like a minute. We can. So in Brinda Matilla in India, it lasted for 3 months.
Brinda
Coral.
Matilla sounds like a Yorkshire lass. My name's Brinda.
does.
Brinda Matilla.
Brinda Matilla.
I play rugby and I work
My
to a
mum
pub.
used to sell pies in the pub.
Yep. So Indians think their cocks are shrinking in
Coro,
their bodies.
yeah, there in that place, Coro lasted 3 months, and 2 people died from the retraction, and it was put down to black magic, and 2 families got caught by a local wizard and got chased out of the village, but the magician demanded livestock and valuables for the work of getting rid of these families out of the village to stop people's dicks retracting.
So he was
And
like
it
a Pied
keeps happening.
Piper.
Kind of, but
He's
it keeps
essentially a
happening
Pied
all over the
Piper.
place.
And then
government
he's going to do it. They're not going to pay him. And then he's going to take all the children away. And he's going to take all the penises.
just sucks all the dicks away.
That's amazing. India
And the
never
government
feels
keeps
amazing.
sending officials to deal with it as well, to teach people, look, this is, you're worrying, this isn't a thing you should be worried about.
Fantastic.
But
We're
yet it
done
keeps
for the
happening.
episode. Join
There
us
we
on
go.
Patreon.
What a show.
Truthseeking.com or
No,
patreon.com
it's not.
/truthseeking. Something like that.